Did somebody call about a ghost? Behind me are images of various props and special effects makeup that I fabricated. And standing in front of you is a man dressed as a Ghostbuster. I'm sure there are at least a few of you here who saw this and felt feelings of nostalgia and joy, and a couple who thought, the hell is wrong with this guy? Regardless, it did make you feel some form of emotional impact. Entertainment is a huge part of our lives. When we're not working or sleeping, we're nearly always pursuing some form of entertainment, whether it be books, sports, social interaction, hobbies, etc. But our brains really love to absorb that emotion-filled amusement, fiction. Nothing gets the mind churning and the heart thumping than a good work of fiction. We've been making up fantastical tales for thousands of years. Stories of adventure, love, thrills, and examinations of the human condition have touched and inspired us all since childhood. One of the greatest mediums used to tell these stories is through film and television. We get to immerse ourselves and live these experiences, the great escape, but then it's gone. You have to watch it all over again to revisit that magic and those feelings. But what if you could physically interact with an icon from those stories? Imagine the thrill you felt when Luke Skywalker held his father's lightsaber for the first time. A good memory for many of you in here, I'm sure. Now imagine being able to hold that lightsaber yourself, to feel the cold metal, the weight of it, the sensation of how it fits in your hand like it was meant to be there. Suddenly, all those feelings and memories you felt from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away have become tangible. This is what props do. And making them for people who want that connection to stories that stir their hearts is what I do. It started as a passion for myself, and then when I saw what joy I could bring to other people too, I began taking jobs to create keepsakes for others as well. I started in business alone, but after several years, I teamed up with an incredibly talented prop maker named Jimmy Cosentino and became a part of his company, Artisan FX. We treat each piece we do as an individual work of art, because that's what they are. These are people's memories we're bringing to life. Whether a client sends us a 3D print of a laser gun with more peaks and valleys in it than the Himalayas, or we fabricate a full-size TARDIS from raw lumber, we use only the highest quality materials to turn those raw parts into a living, breathing object indistinguishable from the one seen on screen. My creative time is nearly completely dedicated to Artisan effects, but occasionally I squeeze in a freelance leather craft or costume project for a client, and even more rarely for myself. Or when I'm very lucky, I'll get hired to do special effects makeup, another passion of mine. Makeup can be even more immersive than props. In makeup, you can physically become a character or creature from the stories you love. You can interact with others, see the world through someone else's eyes with the transformative magic of makeup and costume. It can be such an introspective and healing experience. And when I'm not creating makeups or fabricating props, I dress up like a Ghostbuster. Not to bust ghosts, but to raise money for charity. I work with 2 organizations with a bunch of other crazy ghost heads, a couple of which are here tonight. The Central PA Ghostbusters, who raise money and supplies for the NHS school in Carlisle for autistic children, and the Lancaster Ghostbusters, who help raise money and food for the Pet Pantry of Lancaster, who provide aid to pets in families of need. These suits and packs, they tend to grab attention. We use that to try and spread awareness for our charities and do some good in our communities. Best case scenario, we help a good cause. Worst case scenario, we put smiles on the faces of both adults and children and make their day. It's a win-win situation, and I love it. I own an embarrassing large amount of replica props, from lightsabers to dark crystal shards. Each one stirs different memories and feelings. I also own several screen-use props, that is, the actual real object used in the filming of the movie. Not only do these rekindle my memories and feelings, they also make me feel a true bond and connection to everything that went into the production of that film. It's electric. You can feel the energy pulsing and vibrating and emanating out of it like holding a holy relic, which, in a way, they really are. Owning an icon to a film or a character that means something to you can be a comforting and powerful talisman, something you can always look at and admire, hold, examine, and share. I'm Aaron Chernak, and I can craft your memories of emotion into a tangible reality. Thank you.